meeting you here. So I definitely made sure to brush my teeth before this because I didn't want bad breath. And then I realized that you're not actually here with me in person. So, but just to be safe, I brushed my teeth for you. So anyway, today's video is going to be on 6 things that having a chronic illness has taught me. The first thing is simply the magic of a deep breath. Because after I started having chronic pain, I actually do have some chronic pain just like in my chest sometimes, where it's hard to breathe. It just hurts to breathe sometimes. So when I have the opportunity to have a deep breath, it feels so rich and just so, I don't know how to explain it, just so comforting to know that I can breathe and I'm alive and I have that opportunity, and it's just so calming and comforting. So it's just nice to know that I can breathe. The next thing that I have learned from having a chronic illness is just to have more empathy with people, because I know what it's like not to have that when I'm in pain or I'm unable to do something or I'm having weakness in my arms or my legs or something. Like when I used to have to go to the store and use one of those little like motorized scooters to get around, and people just, let me tell you, if you're in one of those little wheelchair things, they will just walk right over you. They just don't care. And so I know what it's like not to have empathy from people, and so now I know that I know how to give empathy better to people. Like, I don't know what they're going through, and I know it's better to give more empathy than you think they need, because you just never know what somebody is going through. Everyone is fighting some kind of battle that you know nothing about. So you need to be kind, and I know that now. And also going along with that, I have learned how to better support other people, because I know what I would need when I'm in kind of a little more of a down kind of a place. I know what I would need from others, so now I know how better to support other people when they might need it. A big thing that I'm really glad that I have learned because of my chronic illness, that I don't always need a reason to say no. If somebody invites me somewhere or they ask me to do something for them, I have found that I don't always need to explain myself when I decline. Not to be kind of rude about it, to say that, well, I don't need to explain myself, none of your business, but just, I have found that a lot of times people don't even ask. If I just say, you know what, I can't this time, most of the time people accept it. Maybe I'm just lucky that I have a lot of really nice people like that in my life, but a lot of the times they just accept it and they don't even ask, and they're like, oh, okay, maybe next time. And that's that. It's pretty cool. Number 5 that I have learned is to not take things for granted, because back when I was healthy and I could do things, I definitely would take things for granted. And now that I can't always do stuff, like my wrists working, my hands not hurting, just being able to open a bottle by myself or open a can of soda for my daughter or something, like just being able to open things or grab something or just walk, being able to walk without a cane in my hand, stuff like that. I used to not even think about stuff like that because it just never crossed my mind that one day I would have to do stuff like that. So now that I do, I really appreciate the days that I don't need to use a cane, that I can walk around with 2 free hands, or that I can bend over and pick up something that I dropped without having to ask somebody for help. I really appreciate those moments a lot more now that I know that sometimes I can't do that. Let me know in the comments something that you would never take for granted. I want to know the little things that you really appreciate. The last thing that I've learned from having a chronic illness is that doctors don't know everything. I used to think that doctors were so smart and they just understood the body completely, but I've come to learn that they are just humans just like everyone else. They don't know everything. My doctor, who has diagnosed me with fibromyalgia, legitimately told me, I have no idea what's wrong with you, but fibromyalgia sounds like the best fit. So we're just gonna write fibromyalgia down, but I don't think that's what it is. He doesn't know everything. And all the multitudes of doctors that I have seen, they don't know either. They're like, you know what? I'm baffled. I don't know what's wrong with you, but I can't help you. So let me refer you to this other guy. Or, you know what, like, they all said, I don't know. And that's actually quite interesting to me. I didn't know that doctors don't know everything, but I have learned it now. I meant to say this in my last video and totally forgot, but I actually have a Twitter account now for where I'm gonna post updates and everything. So, like, mentioning when I upload, when I might not be able to upload that week, but I plan to upload every Monday. And sorry about last week, we just got back from a road trip, and so I wasn't able to film or edit anything to upload last Monday, so I skipped that week. But in the future, I plan to upload every Monday. I'll be posting on my Twitter, which will be linked in the description box. So subscribe there, or follow, whatever it's called on Twitter. Do that, and you'll be up to date on whenever I post or won't be able to post that week. So, and also like and share with any of your chronic illness, mental illness, mommy friends. Share with anyone you think could benefit from my videos. Subscribe, like, all that, comment. See ya!